Hi, Sidhu.
Hi.
So, today we're going to talk about these courses that we do here at OSHO Himalayas, and seem to be having a course almost every weekend over here. So, what are these courses all about? Tell us.
Yeah, usually we are doing 3-day courses, based on any topic. Like we have In Tune with Nature, wherein we tune in more with the nature. We have the Path of Love, where the focus is on love, the heart chakra. Inner Journey, where we go more towards meditations, sharing different meditations. But all these courses, there's Love, Life, Laughter, which has its own vibe. All these courses have their own vibe, but they're all inspired by the camps, the 3-day Osho meditation camps that Osho used to conduct. And the base is that, wherein there are different Osho meditations, there are guided meditations, there are some exercises, partner exercises, some exercises in nature, sharing VBT techniques, the Book of Secret techniques. So that is what these 3-day courses are about.
So, anyone who comes here, what can they expect to happen? And like 3 days is too short a time, no? Like, how does it work? Like,
Osho said, 3 days minimum you need to get what is happening, for the unconscious to be able to open. And he said, if your intensity is great, it can happen in 3 days. It just needs your total participation. It just needs your commitment, 100% being there. And the things happen. We are seeing it almost every weekend here, right?
that's true. You want to talk more about that? Like, what has been your experience with?
I'm in awe. It's a miracle that happens. It can happen in 3 days, and yes, it can happen in 3 days. It does happen. We are seeing it week after week, year after year. The magic of Osho's meditations, how they work. And if you're doing it at home by yourself, no, it's the group energy that works. He talks about creating an energy field, a Buddha field, and that's what exactly gets created. He talks about satsang. It talks about how when 30 people come together and 30 flames, 30 lights come together, it's magnified your experience. And the space of love, of joy, bliss, silence and peace, that beautiful vibrations, energy field that gets created here in those 3 days. For me, it's magic, and I'm still in awe of it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And the scientist in me, I can see the magic. Behind the magic is the whole science of Osho's meditations.
Yes.
Each individual meditation has got a structure, a science to it, and there's a structure to the whole day that we spend over here. Do you want to talk a little more about that typical day, how it is over here then?
Yeah, the day always starts with Osho dynamic meditation, and sometimes we have, yoga instructors here, so we do a bit of yoga for the body, opening the body. But the main thing is starting with Osho dynamic, and then jump in the pool, the freshwater pool here, breakfast, and then we do a morning session which goes till lunch after breakfast, and which will have first day is an introduction, which itself opens up people, and then different Osho's active meditations, his techniques, with the lunch break. After lunch, usually we have a Hindi talk. And then again an afternoon session, sharing some technique. Usually we do some semi-active or a passive one, and So tea break, then followed by Osho Kundalini. Then another hour's break to enjoy and soak in the nature here. Maybe another jump in the pool or avail any of the spa facilities that you want. And then comes Osho evening meeting, the climax of the day. Everybody's dressed in white and the divinity that comes through, the peak of celebrations and the depth of the silence that we all go through in the evening meeting. And then the day ends with dinner, and then sometimes we have night sessions or meditations which are specifically to be done in the night. And some Zorba, some celebrations at times with a bonfire or, some musical nights, creativity nights.
So it's not only serious, we'll have some fun also.
Of course. That's Osho's vision, Zorba
Exactly.
the Buddha. Yeah. So everything is based, he says, you enjoy life, just add awareness to it.
Yeah.
Buddha is incomplete without the Zorba, and Zorba is incomplete without the Buddha. So,
Right. And Zorba is the element of
earth, of life, of enjoying.
on celebration.
Of celebrations.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing is he went into indulgence. So when you bring the Buddha in,
Right. So
then we balance it out.
That's true.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
true.
Bring more awareness and consciousness into what you're doing.
So if I were to ask you, like, I've been a busy professional earlier and just come for 3 days, like, and I go back to my normal life, then like, you'll be back to the same old story. Like, will anything change for me? Like,
Sure. This imprint that you've had for these 3 days, and many people are sharing that, that remains, those vibes, your inner climate changes, that experience, it lingers on.
right.
And of course, it will fade out with your life. If you're living a very unconscious, hustle bustle, stressful life, that would fade away with time. So there are two things. One is that you take these breaks every few months to rejuvenate and replenish
Right.
and to get that energy back in your system. And then there comes a point when it stays. It does not. That dust
Right.
gets cleared, and that light stays more and more with you.
Right.
And of course, you need to take it to your daily lives. And
That's
we do
right.
give certain tools and meditations.
That's right.
Once they've done it here, then they can practice it in the
Right.
daily life. And you're independent. You're a self-sustained meditator.
Absolutely.
When
yeah.
you leave this place, you don't have to depend on anybody.
Right. Yeah, that has been the emphasis Osho has been putting on a self-sufficient meditator, that, you learn the techniques here, and then after that, it's our responsibility when we are back in that life that we continue to nourish our small plant of awareness, which is starting to grow up
Right.
with more and more meditations to nourish that awareness and keep it growing. Yeah. So what benefits can people expect from this? Like when they come here, I know you already mentioned some of those, but still crystallizing, what can really change for them?
Yeah, if I have to say an experience which is beyond the mind,
Right.
which is beyond their daily mundane lives.
Right.
The hearts are more open, the body is more alive, you're more alive, you're more in touch, you're more in contact with your life energy.
Right.
The joy that you feel in the heart, the love that flows, the friendliness that comes, and the silence and the peace that you tap into, which is always there,
Right.
hidden, and suddenly you feel that space inside. You feel more in harmony, not only inside but also outside with the world, with nature. With people. People make friends here like for lifetimes. I mean, by the second day only, not even the third day, they are like chuddy buddy, they are like friends, as if they know each other for years in lifetimes.
Right.
So we see that, right?
Right. Yeah, in a way, the way I feel is the whole environment which gets created with everybody meditating together and the transition which happens from the time when they arrive to regularly meditating, and slowly the mind starts to settle down with each passing day, and by the third day they can really go into deeper spaces and experience something to say, aha, I didn't know this existed, like, okay, this is also me, or this is the real me, if you were to call it.
Yes.
Yeah, so that starts to come up, and I really like this whole blend of meditations and celebrations, emanating out of the root of meditation, which really then, gets you to experience something. The same celebration outside may sometimes, you feel drained down after that, but this will really nourish you to.
Lot of nourishment. And for me, it is also because the whole day, Osho is designed as meditations that way, and we do it in a camp, like one after another. So there is not like, okay, I mean, of course you have breaks, but there is a consistency. Yeah, there is like, we are hammering with different techniques, one after another, and that does something.
That's true.
That totality, that, I don't know how many we do in a day, 7, 8 meditations. I have not counted, but so many such sessions.
Right.
That breaks through some patterns of the mind, and then really that flower inside you can have the space to open.
Yeah, it's a mix. Of course, meditations are there and they are the key part, but there's also a little bit of understanding on a particular topic that you have, that you slowly start to understand something. Okay, well, what does love mean in my life? What does living really mean in my life? And then when you sort of progress through the journey of 3 days with meditations and keeping that theme with you, you slowly start to get a deeper and a different meaning and understanding of.
Yeah, lots of self-reflection, lots of insights come. Yes. And, I mean, how many times people have said that I've never danced like this in my life. I've never enjoyed dancing like this in my life. I never knew dancing can give me so much.
That's true.
People say, I've never slept like this in my life. The sleep quality here, especially with no sound, no noise pollution around, with nature, it's tremendous. It's deep. It's really rejuvenating. So everything changes. People say, I've not tasted food like that. The basics that we forget, the fresh air that you breathe here, it all adds up. Yeah, the environment is really very supportive.
And yeah, needless to say, the whole environment, with mountains all around, the beautiful valley in which we are located, and perhaps because we've been meditating for a while here, and this whole area is called like Himachal itself, like this is like referred to as
Devbhumi.
Devbhumi. Like I was just trying to sort of get the right words in English for that. So
the land of the
land of the
divine,
gods, land of
the
divine,
gods.
yeah. And the whole vibe. And over the years, I've been feeling that this whole vibe is becoming stronger and deeper. And there also, like it's you can refer to it as a Buddha field or an energy field or whatever, and they're also supporting us in this whole journey as we go in. Yeah. Sure. And of course, it's your individual totality. I mean, how sincerely and totally you are going into this. Yeah, so it's a lot in 3 days. You experience something, you take some tips with you, and you can go back and, carry that in your life. And when you feel like you can come back for a bit of a refresher or something like that over here.
And each time you go a bit more deeper.
That's true.
You go more deeper, the experience really lands more into you.
Right.
And it could be very different.
Right.
Yeah.
And it also becomes a nice preparation then if you want to do some of the other courses. Of course, you can come in as a fresher, but if you've done some of the initial Osho meditations and then you enter a mystic rose and then you enter the born again, your experience could be that much more. So the names I refer to are meditative therapies from Osho. They really help us go deeper into cleaning our unconscious mind and becoming something. Yeah, so that becomes a nice experience in itself. And yeah.
True.
Anything else you want to add?
That's it. just come and experience, I would say.
Exactly.
I mean, you have to taste the mango to see how sweet it is. We
That's
can
true.
talk about it, but unless you taste and live it,
That's true.
you will not know it.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a very warm welcome. Pack your bags and come over.
Okay, thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you. Bye.
Namaste.